A state representative visits the Pretzel City Tuesday afternoon to express his support and mark the importance of agriculture in the Prairie State. 16th District Representative LaHood met with a group of farmers at the Stevenson County Farm Bureau District. He discussed the importance of crop insurance in markets around the world. He also discusses the renewal of the country's farm bill, which governs agriculture and food policy. Illinois is #1 in the agriculture industry and led the nation in soybean production the last 12 years.
Farmers are some of the most environmentally conscious people around. They care deeply about the land. We ought to be able to make sure that family farms can be passed on, and so taxes are a big issue related to that. Farmers are the best stewards of the land, and we got to make sure that's reflected in the farm bill.